What's up, family, and welcome back to another video. Before we start, can you kindly hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I appreciate it. And please subscribe. Let's bring these numbers up because it really helps the channel in the YouTube algorithm. And don't forget to hit that notification bell also for updates. Thank you very much. I usually don't do videos like this. I like to stick to my content about Medellin, about dating there. But it was placed on my heart to do this special video. And this video is really directed at the passport bros. And there's something I'd like to tell you. I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. Okay? And in this video, what I want to do, I want to take you to what, from the beginning to the start to where we are now, and how did we get into the situation that's happening in Brazil right now. Okay? So let me tell you this, okay? When I first started traveling, I must give a shout out to Mr. Charles Tyler. He was the first one that got me interested in traveling. And may he rest in peace. And also my cousin, Dorsey Matthews, may he rest in peace. I can't believe these two gentlemen are no longer with us. But those are the two gentlemen that put the idea for me to travel. Charles Tyler was educating me on Brazil, and Dorsey was educating on me on Colombia. Okay? And one thing I'm going to talk about Charles Tyler is that when I joined his group, matter of fact, my cousin, he introduced me to Charles Tyler. And one thing I liked about Charles Tyler is that he talked about the beauty of Brazil. He talked about the country, the culture. You never really heard him talk about too much about the women. He would mention about how beautiful they are, how nice looking, but he never exploit the women there. Okay? So I want you to listen to this video of Charles Tyler, and we're going to discuss what he's talking about. Okay?
I never met one more exciting young brother that I'm about to introduce here right now. My brother Jasper Bauman. Balaam, my young boy.
This is Charles Tyler. This is the man that inspired me to travel. And he's getting ready to talk to this man about Brazil and all the options that's open to black men that want to travel. This is the man that inspired me to travel to places like Colombia, and I want to definitely travel to Brazil.
Come all the way from
Atlanta, Georgia.
ATL in the house here. These are the type of demographics that a lot of young men, a lot of young African-American men we need to bring down here. The 20 and 30 somethings, such as my man Jasper right here. Jasper, tell me something. This is your first time in Rio?
Yes, sir.
It's not your first time traveling.
And one thing I liked about him, he didn't use women or anything to get men to travel. You know what I'm saying? He didn't use, like using girls or anything all in his videos and, exploiting women. He really opened up, the possibility of just expanding your mind, to the possibility of travel. Listen what he says.
No, I'm ex-military, but this is my first time in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
Okay. Well, you've been here going on about a week now. How you like it?
I love it. I greatly appreciate, your challenge with the Charles Tyler Show to get my passport. I greatly appreciate that.
Okay.
Of course,
Well done.
Frustrated,
Well done.
Al Grease. I watched all of those. Those definitely helped motivate me to come down here to be able to see the great, beautiful beach.
That's right. All beautiful. Yes.
Thank you very much for challenging me.
The thing about it is, right, as I said earlier, when a lot of black men are browbeat for traveling. Okay, for one, it's more of a fear factor they try to give brothers who travel, and also a shame factor because they think that the only thing that we're going after is the women. Tell me, as you as a young man, what
So you notice how he talks about the women. They think that's all we go after, just the women. But even though Brazil has beautiful women, but that wasn't his main objective of basically exploiting the women. You know what I'm saying? To try to get better content or anything like that. He actually spoke the truth. Charles Tyler actually spoke the truth. And he's the reason today that I'm traveling.
What do you see, of course, outside the beauty of Brazil? What type of other things that traveling brings to the table, even a place like Rio de Janeiro brings to the table for you?
Yeah, coming to Rio de Janeiro opens up your mind to a different reality that America offers you.
America can offer you.
Yeah, and you get to see the great beauties of just another country, another language. And you motivated me as a mentor. You guided me to get down here as well. I really accepted your challenge. I was scared at times. I was nervous. But you also showed me that it's not as dangerous as the media says it is. It's not about the exotic women 24/7. Rio has so much.
See what he said? It says it's not all about the exotic women. It's not all about the women. It's not all about the women. He was explaining that just going down to Rio is an experience. It's an experience to be able to travel out of the USA matrix into a different country, like Rio, Colombia, Thailand, and other places. I learned a lot in the Black Man's Option group. It was a lot of intelligent Black men in that group. I met some entrepreneurs. I met some guys that own real estate in Brazil. I met some guys that own real estate in the Dominican Republic. That's all we basically talked about. And then one thing I liked about the Black Man's Option group is that it taught you that, one thing about Charles Tyler, he taught you that you can live cheap in Brazil for half the money that you spend in the United States. And not only that, he had people on the group that showed you how to create your own passive income. Okay? He showed you how to make passive income. You know, where you're doing Forex trading, or if you're dealing things in the stock market, or you can start an online business, or you can go down there and start an Airbnb of your own. Those are the type of that was the type of content that I really liked. And it very rarely talked about women. You know what I'm saying? Women as a sex object or anything like that. They didn't talk about that very much. We talked about making money, being an entrepreneur. I mean, he would mention about the ladies every now and then, but that wasn't his main objective. Okay? So let me keep moving. So I stayed with the group for about a year. And what happened was I ended up leaving the group. Because me and Charles Tyler, we had a disagreement. I'm not going to tell you what it was, but we had a disagreement. So I decided to leave the group, okay? But this is what crazy. So about 3 weeks later, I got the news that Charles Tyler had passed in Brazil. I was like, oh my goodness. That took everybody by storm. I mean, it was very unsuspected that he had passed in Brazil. So I never got back into the group, but about y'all just stay with me. I'm moving on, and I'm telling you how did we get to this point with Auston Hollister. Okay, so just stay with me, please. So what happened was after Charles Tyler had passed, there were other groups that would spit it off. Okay? That was showing basically the same type of content, a lot of Facebook groups and stuff on Instagram, and there was a lot of groups on YouTube and things was talking about traveling. But they used a different name. I'm not gonna tell you the name. So there was two groups that I had joined because I had missed really networking with the brothers and talking about traveling to different countries and increasing your options, having a better option than living in America. I really missed that, so I joined other groups. But this is when the problem came, okay? It's when these groups were attracting the wrong type of people. And then you had the Pookie and the Ray Ray start to learn about Brazil. They started learning about the Dominican Republic. They started learning about Colombia. And then what made it so bad, they began to upload sexual explicit content in the groups. Okay? And I reached out to these moderators. I reached out to them. I said, you know what? You don't want that in your group. These type of pictures and this type of content. But nobody listened to me. I tried to contact them through Instagram, direct, Messenger, from Facebook, WhatsApp app, and I say, hey, look, this is going to cause repercussions from those countries when they see their women being exploited this way on social media. But nobody paid attention to me. Nobody paid attention to me. So it got so bad until I eventually just left the group. I left those groups alone because I couldn't take any part of anything like that. Because I knew that one day that we was going to have repercussions on this. And I told them so, I told them so, I told them so, and I told them so. But this is the straw that broke the camel's back. What you see here is the straw that broke the camel's back. What you see here is a video of an African American man in a confrontation with a woman in the Dominican Republic in Censura over some money. Look at this.
It on video. I got it. Oh, that's why you don't like that, huh? Oh, so why you lying, man? So I paid you 100. You said it was cool. Now you want to switch the game. Now you want to lie after you out here biting me. Out here biting me, attacking me.
My thing is, why would you put something like this on social media? You out here in the Dominican Republic with a working girl that you're fighting over money, and you put this on social media. Why would you do that? See, this is the reason why we are where we are today in Brazil. This is the reason why.
Like that. You see that? And I got it recorded. She attacking me. She biting me. She acting crazy. You say 100 and then you switch it up. Nobody will ever fuck with you again. Fucking mafiosa. Get the fuck out of Sosua.
And you know what? I really felt sorry for the girl because those women in those countries, they are very poor. Some of them are very poor. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, I don't understand what value does it have to put this on social media. You're fighting over money in a foreign country with a working girl. You know what I'm saying? Okay, follow me. Follow me. Don't go, because I got more to show you.
Don't touch my phone. Don't touch my phone.
I'm going to call police for you.
Call the police. Don't touch my phone. You go.
No me grabe, te dije, no me grabe.
Don't touch my phone.
These type of videos is giving passport bros a bad reputation. This is what's giving us a bad reputation. I remember, my thing is, I know that working girls in certain countries is legal. But I remember I used to like that commercial in Las Vegas. Used to say, what happens in Vegas should stay in Vegas.
You on recording. You on candid camera. Watching everything. Stop lying. Stop lying like you ain't say it was 100 and then switch the game. All this because you want to play with me.
No me grabes.
All this because you want to play.
Yeah, I told you guys, I told you guys. Not the guys here on my channel, but I've been speaking up about this for years. So now the chickens are coming home to roost now. Okay? I just showed you that video, and I want you to listen to what this Fox News reporter said about Auston, about what people actually think about passport bros. Check this out.
On me with the results I was getting. I was like, I know I put in enough work on myself to have some better results to at least be satisfied or be visually satisfied with what I'm looking at and what I'm hearing, the people I'm dealing with. But whenever you get down there and you experience how much you can be yourself outside of the country, and then the financial benefits, just the energy outside of the United States is a lot better.
And so do you maintain a U.S. job that's based in another country? How do you maintain that income?
Well, right now I have several streams. So I'm number one, I get a lot of donations, and thanks to the lady that has put me on this platform today. I'm not talking about the lady you work with. I'm talking about the lady that's trying to slander my name right now. She's been giving me a lot of donations as well. I appreciate it.
See, he keeps saying that she tried to slander his name. She's not slandering your name. Okay, it's not really about you, Auston. It's about the movement, what you guys have been doing for all these years that I've been telling you all not to do.
Her negativity. And I'm also a content creator, so I do consultations as well. YouTube, I do Facebook. So I diversify based off my publicity.
Got it. And so what are you going to do now about these people in Brazil, those women who are now, or some of those women who are now angry with you, cause you to leave early, cause you to leave that country early?
There's a lot of other countries in the world that speak Portuguese. Not a lot, but it's not just Brazil. So if it is ruined for me permanently, I mean, I would hate it, but it is what it is. Second, when this is all said and done, like I said, I need an apology to clear up my name for all the people that decide to not even watch the video and come to my comments and talk to me in a very negative, crazy way. There's going to need to be an apology. And from all the news platforms in Brazil that promoted me as this sex trafficker.
It's not about your apology. Okay? This was coming for years. You're just a casualty in it. That's what you are. You're just a casualty in it.
Sex tour. I don't even have a car. How am I going to traffic anybody? I mean, I know you don't have to have a car, but I mean, I don't even have. I don't have any money. Sex traffickers are rich. Last time I checked, I don't even have any money.
Have you ever, at any point in dating some of the women outside of the United States, given them money?
For food.
But it wouldn't be, in your opinion, exchange for the actual act of sex.
No.
And really quick, I guess this is my last point, because we heard this from some other women.
Okay, now this is what the news reporters getting ready to say is very important. This is the image that women all over, people from different countries and from this country, this is the perspective they have on the passport bros. And I want you to listen to what this guy said. I just showed you that video about this type of content that's been on social media over and over and over again. So this is what's coming. This is what the feminist in Brazil is talking about, what he's getting ready to say.
say many of the passport bros, and this is just what they're saying, that you take advantage of women in some instances in third world countries who are very poor, and you are there spending money on them, whether you consider it paying for sex or not. You are taking advantage of these very poor individuals, these women, for the sole purpose of sex. So your thoughts on that?
There may be some men out there that are doing that. That doesn't apply to me and the men I know, because first of all, these women don't ask for much. A lot of people got to remember, this is not the United States. In the United States, women ask for a lot. A lot of U.S. women will put down foreign women and say that they're so broke and poor. But the country I was born in is the same country that a woman will call you just to take you on a date, just to eat a free meal. That hasn't happened to me overseas. There always is a minority, or there always is the exception of dudes that may be doing that. But nobody's forcing the women to do anything. Whether if a man is looking for a wife, a girlfriend, a good time when he goes down there, and I'm not talking about paying for a good time either. Those women are on the same page usually. You can get a variety of everything. You know, if you're looking for somebody serious, they're down there too in other countries. If you're looking for somebody that just want to hook up with you, there's plenty of that too.
Got it. Well, Auston, you be safe. Let Brazil cool off a bit before you head back, and we wish you the best, and we thank you for dropping by here on The Factor Uncensored to talk to us.
Now you have a feminist from Brazil, and she is mad. And look what she wrote here. Okay, she put out this memo referring to Auston Hollister. Okay, this woman, I'm going to tell you something. This woman, she means business. You know what I'm saying? It's like finally they had enough. Enough is enough. And look what she wrote. She said, I took the video from here in the press because I don't want to keep seeing this person on my network, nor the violent messages of their actions. In one of those videos, the faces of some of the girls he filmed appear, but not all the material has been forwarded to the competent authorities, and the girls who unfortunately were filmed and put into a questionable way, at least on his channel, are already with the necessary legal support. She's getting legal support. She's taking this real far. This is the right now. I hope more people mobilize against this group of men who keep calling themselves the passport bros and who keep encouraging travel to countries like Brazil, the Philippines, Colombia, Puerto Rico for sexual purposes. We need to denounce these channels and practices that create misogynistic stereotypes that fall on all of us Brazilians and Latino women. I want to remind you that not every American man is compact with such practices. But foreign men do need to understand the imperialistic nonsense of some sexist actions that they have towards women from countries like Brazil and so on. This is not a dead conversation here. Let's talk about it more. Let's talk about campaigns. Carnival is around the corner, and we know that many foreigners come to Brazil to enjoy this party. May the enjoyment be with respect, and may we become more and more aware of the sexist nonsense of some practices. I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. I knew that this was going to happen. And she's not done. Mainstream media is picking this up. This is not done. Okay? This is what I was afraid of. So, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to Brazil. As a black man, I don't know. I may have to make other plans, because that was my next trip. And I'm going to tell you something else. The Colombians are saying the same thing. Passport bros, you know what the Colombians call you when I go visit their country? Trash tourism. That's what they call it. Trash tourism. Also, there's another big mistake that Passport Bros is making. And I told them about this. Passport Bros, please, please stop shaming black African American women. You're making yourself look stupid. And it's backfiring on you. You know the biggest complaint I get from Asian women, from Colombian women? You know what they say? They say they get tired of hearing you put down African American women. That's stupid. Why would you put down your own race? Listen what this woman says. And she's not the only one. There are many more that's coming out saying that you guys go to other countries and you just trash black women.
So I know a lot of these passport bros, and especially black men, are in my comments asking me why I'm talking about this. It's not my fight. And before anything, I'm a woman, so I'm always going to stand up for women regardless of race. And one thing that really bothers me about this is these same passport bros are the men who probably tried to hit on me in the US before they realized that we don't like them either. I'm from a town that really doesn't have that many Asian women, especially Asian women who look like me. Like I said, you guys, I'm adopted. I grew up in a white family in the Midwest, so I have no beauty standards from South Korea. I'm a thick woman. I weigh about 165 pounds. I'm 5'5", so honestly, the brothers like to holler, and they still do. Regardless of what some men in the comments are trying to say, that black men aren't checking for Asian women. Yeah, right. Check my DMs. But anyway, pretty much every time I met a black man, he thought it would be a flex to say something like, yeah, I like my women foreign. I like my women exotic. And I don't know why they decided to say that to me, if they thought it would make me feel good or something, but for me, it's always a red flag. And so I would dig in a little bit further and say, well, what do you mean by that? Like, because I'm a white girl on the inside. My family is white. I grew up in a white community in a small town in the Midwest. So I might look exotic, but I'm Wonder Bread white on the inside. So anyway, whenever these guys would say this, I'd be like, well, you're about to be in for a big disappointment if you're expecting a submissive, docile Asian to take care of you. But it really bothered me when these guys would say, yeah, I don't like black women, because that's what...
You telling other women that you don't like black women. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. You're going out of the country to tell other women that you don't like black women. That is the most absurd thing I've ever heard. Your brand has just been, I mean, you guys just don't listen. You don't listen.
That's what it always came down to, that they didn't date black women, regardless if they were black or not. And their moms are black, their sisters are black, their cousins are black. I'm like, would you say this to their face? That's weird. So I kind of pick and prod after I already decided, yeah, I'm done with this, I'm out, because anybody who says something like that just is an immediate red flag. But it always came down to the same stupid stereotypes that black men always have to say about women. They're loud, they're masculine, they don't know how to treat a man, they wear fake hair. So what? So what? You don't have to put down an entire race of women.
Here there's a woman telling you how to respect your own women. This is how stupid you guys are. And what I'm talking about, I'm not talking about anyone on my channel. You know what I'm saying? I thank God for the people I have on my channel. But this is the stupidity what they're putting out. And it's making me look bad. And it's making you look bad when we travel to other countries. Okay? Come on.
Because you have a preference. And honestly, like, I've dated pretty much every race, every ethnicity. I'm Ms. Worldwide when it comes to dating. Only common denominator is black hair and dark eyes usually. But I've never heard any group of men put down their own women more than I've heard black men do it in pursuit.
This is shameful. And she's telling the truth. And I told you guys about this. I said, well, and then I don't understand. Y'all put this stuff on social media. You put it on social media. And what type of response you gonna get? Nobody respects us as black men because we got the idiots that's doing this. I miss the days of Charles Tyler. I miss those days when we really had a good direction where we were going. The type of thing you would never hear anything about this type of stuff.
Pursuit of other women, and I just find it really disheartening, and I understand why this divide is getting bigger, but I don't want to be a part of it, so I hate it, and I had to speak on it.
Yeah, you know what? I usually don't do videos like this. I'm doing this video because I'm really concerned about my subscribers. I just want my subscribers to have a safe trip, when they travel to places like Colombia, Medellin, or Thailand, or if you're traveling to Brazil. I just want you to be safe. And I'm not here making a mockery out of Auston Holleman or anything like that. But like I said, this was a long time coming. Not so much totally against him, but against the movement. And I warned them. I warned them over and over again that this was coming. This was coming. So, YouTube, I hope I didn't break any rules doing this video. I usually don't do videos like this. If I made any mistakes, I definitely will take the video down. But I just made this for my subscribers. I just want everybody to be safe when we travel. Okay, I hope this video don't get demonetized, whatever, or cause any strikes on my video, on my channel. But always remember, always respect one another, always respect the country that you go to, because always remember you are a guest in that country that you visit. You're a guest. Okay, and we have to be on our best behavior, and we have to respect one another. That's what we have to do. Okay, that's it. That's all I want to say. Mr. Auston, I wish you the best and everything. I'm sure that you didn't probably admit what happened there, but I know this is going to be a very big learning experience for you. It's going to be a learning experience for you. Okay, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I just want to tell you, next week I will have another guest that will be coming on the show. Okay, thank you. Have a blessed day.